What's up, family? What's up, family? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru, and here is my preview for the NFC North. Now, my preview for the NFC North, we're gonna start out different. We're gonna start off at the bottom. We're gonna start off at the bottom, and I picked the Detroit Lions. Why? Why am I picking the Detroit Lions? I spent a ton of money this offseason, and got a $100 million quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Got a former Patriot coach in the second year. At the end of the day, I need to see one of these Belichick disciples win some ball games. Bill O'Brien's the only one I've ever seen win anything. I need to see Matt Patricia win. I need to see it. As clear as day as y'all looking at me right now, I need to see it. He gave a ton of money to the defensive lineman to replace Ziggy Ansah. My whole thing is you gave him all this money. He's good at setting. He's a good football player, but he's never. I don't ever see him being the guy who is going to put up the kind of statistics that edge rushers should have to validate that kind of contract. I look at that 2 years from now when the guaranteed money's probably going to get washed out and he'll probably get cut. I hope I'm wrong. I want to see brothers eat, but that's what I'm foreseeing there. Darius Slay's a great corner, stuck on a bad team. However, the one thing that can change things in Detroit, I think they had a real find last year in Kerryon Johnson, the running back. He reminds me a lot of DeMarco Murray in his running style, and if they could lead with that first, and he has a big year, they could be 8-8, 9-7. But without that, they'll be a 6-10, 7-9 football team. They'll bring up the rear. Now, right above them, I see is the Green Bay Packers. Now, Green Bay spent a ton of money on defense. Finally spent some money. The problem is, where's some of that money getting spent on offense? Bakhtiari is back at left tackle. Aaron Rodgers happy for that. I think Aaron Rodgers has something to prove because he's coming back, especially with the get at Patrick Mahomes. Like you see all the comparisons of him and Patrick Mahomes, and I understand the comparisons. So he's coming back, and guys like him, the fact that someone else is being put in his throne as the best quarterback in the game, he's gonna want to come back and try to take that crown back. The problem is that when I look at the rest of that division, I look at the defenses in that division, I expect Chicago's defense to still be formidable. Not as good as last year, but still be formidable. They got the Mac Daddy over there. That defense is still going to be great. With Khalil Mack and Hicks, the secondary, their defense is still going to be great. When I look at all the guys that Minnesota have on defense, Xavier Rose I expect them to have a bounce back year. They have another good corner on the other side, Harrison. Great guys in the secondary. They paid Anthony Barr. Now you paid Anthony Barr to keep him from New York because he went to the Jets. Now you're going to start opening up and allowing him to do more things, letting him blitz and get after the quarterback. You do have Danielle Hunter. Griffith is still there. Now you didn't lose a guy, defensive tackle, Sheldon Richardson, but I think they still have Linval Joseph. This is a stacked defense. I say this again. This is a stacked defense. They changed offensive coordinators. You have a good quarterback in Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook is going to be healthy. They're loaded at the skill positions with Thielen and Diggs and Rudolph, and they drafted another tight end, and they're loaded. I like what Minnesota's going to be able to do. I like Minnesota to win the division. The only reason why I'm taking Minnesota over Chicago because history has shown Chicago led the league in points defensively. They'll be great. But the one thing I've seen with defenses is you can't always predict turnovers. You can't always predict turnovers. And Chicago was great at getting turnovers and flipping them into points. How many defensive touchdowns they had last year? So it reminds me of Jacksonville's defense. Jacksonville's defense 2 years ago got all those sacks, Saxonville. Got all those sacks and interceptions and all that. Following year, they couldn't do that. They would end up being on the field more, and the defense went down. I don't predict that kind of a nosedive because I think the defense is too good, and I think Mitchell Trubisky is far better than Blake Bortles. But they lost Vic Fangio to Denver, who I think is going to do good things with that defense in Denver. I just don't think he has the offense, but I'll get to that in tomorrow's videos. Losing a defensive coordinator like Vic Fangio is going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. And them not having Vic Fangio is going to cost them. They will drop just a little bit, not be as good as defensively as they was last year. Will Mitchell Trubisky be better than he was last year? That's the question. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins in that division. Because all the talent he has all over the place, and they're going to be able to run the football so much better. I like Minnesota. Minnesota will win the division. They'll go 10-6 and win the division. It's going to be a very competitive division because Green Bay will probably go 9-7 and miss the playoffs. Now the NFC, that's going to be the NFC North. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel. It's your boy Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.